Good morning and welcome to Landmark. Students, I feel very lucky and grateful this morning because many of you will be in my classes over the next few years. I look forward to seeing you there. For now, I want to give you a little preview of what you can expect from the faculty who will be teaching your classes. First, you can expect that we will communicate with you in many ways. To highlight this, I will communicate with you right now in several ways with the help of this visual and written version. Most importantly, and underlying everything else, you can expect faculty to have trouble with technology. You can expect faculty to care about you. We respect you for who you are. We recognize your differences, and we value those differences. We do this job because we care about our students and we want you to succeed. We are on your side, rooting for you. You can expect faculty to give you advice. We love giving advice. We often have to restrain ourselves so we don't overwhelm you with advice. When I prepared this speech, I really wanted to give you advice. But I think the other speakers pretty well covered that. Next, you can expect faculty to all be different. Just like you, we are all different. And just like you, many of us are quirky. To give you a sense of some basic differences, I'm going to ask for help from the rest of the faculty here. Staff, you can play along too if you'd like. Faculty, please raise your hand if you have been here for 20 years or more. Okay. Now raise your hand if you've been here for 5 years or less. Extroverts, please raise your hands. Raise your hand if you're an introvert. Please raise your hand if you learn differently yourself, or if you have a close family member who learns differently. Okay, 2 more. Faculty, please raise your hand if you care about your students and value their differences. See, I told you so. Finally, faculty, please raise your hand if you're perfect. Yes, students, you should expect that too. We are not perfect. We are people, and we will sometimes make mistakes despite how much we care. You can also expect that our classrooms will be full of lots of different kinds of teaching and learning. Faculty, please raise your hand if you ever lecture in your classes. Now, if you use small group learning. Now, if you use hands-on activities. Now, if sometimes students work individually while you provide support. Now, raise your hand if you've ever used 3 or more different kinds of activities in the same class period. As you can see, you can expect lots of variety. Unfortunately, you should probably expect that sometimes things will go wrong. Life and school rarely go perfectly smoothly. But when things go wrong, here's what you can expect from us. First, you can expect us to understand. When at our best, we will be empathetic and non-judgmental. We understand that there are many reasons that things go wrong, and that often it's not even your fault. But at the same time, you can expect that we will maintain high expectations of you and keep you accountable. This means that we will expect you to take responsibility for mistakes and, more importantly, to move forward with good decisions and hard work. Oops, this one's... Oh, thanks. One more. You're getting a little preview here. That's good pedagogy, by the way. All right, well, you're not going to get a slide for this one, but you can expect us to love it when you come to office hours. Sometimes students feel like they are interrupting when they come to office hours, but you aren't. That time is set aside for you. When I can help a student understand what they missed on the last test, or get them unstuck on a homework problem, it makes my day. Office hours let us get to know you. They let us give you one-on-one targeted support. Coming to office hours is one of the best ways to communicate to us that you're committed and want to take advantage of every opportunity to be successful. Let's do a quick check. Faculty, please raise your hand if you love it when students come to office hours. You might have noticed that I slipped in some advice there about coming to office hours. I couldn't help it. And here's one more like that. You can expect us to love intellectual curiosity. Professors love it when their students show a desire to know things, to figure things out, to learn more and more and more. There are things you can do to develop and demonstrate intellectual curiosity, but it all starts with asking questions about whatever you come across in your classes, or at least some of it. What is interesting about this? Why do people love and study and devote their careers to this? What connections can I find between this and my own interests and passions? Allow yourself to be open to new interests and new information, and keep the questions flowing. Finally, you can expect us to think a lot about you and how best to teach you. This is related to the fact that we care about you. Whenever we get the chance, we think about our students, and especially our students who are having a hard time, and try to figure out what we can do to help. We get together and talk with each other about how to better help you learn. In fact, almost all of our time in the last week has been spent doing exactly that. And we can't wait to get started in class together next Tuesday. Please join me in welcoming Dr. Gail Gibson Sheffield, Vice President for Academic Affairs, to deliver the academic charge.